when you're handling word problems in linear equations with one variable, you will follow these steps. First is to read and understand the problem. Next is to assign the unknown value to a variable. Next, we'll convert the statement to an algebraic equation. Then we solve the equation. And finally, we check the answer by substituting it in our question. Let's get started with some simple questions. First one, the sum of a number and 5 is 12. Find the number. Here, since we are asked to find the unknown number, we'll assume the number to be x. Our question states that the sum of this number and 5. So we have x plus 5. The sum is 12. So x plus 5 is equal to 12 is our equation. Now let's solve it. Moving the 5 to the other side. Positive becomes negative. X is equal to 12 minus 5, which is 7. Last step is to check if our answer is correct. Our question states that the sum of the number and 5 is 12. We have found out that the number is 7. So the sum of 7 and 5 is 12. And since this is correct, our answer is right. Next question. When 9 is subtracted from a number, the result is 15. Find the number. Let the unknown number be a. Here we have 9 is subtracted from the number. So we have a minus 9. The result is 15. So a minus 9 is equal to 15 is our equation. Next step is to solve it. Moving this minus 9 to the other side. It becomes plus 9. A is equal to 15 plus 9, which is 24. Now let's check the answer. This is the statement of the question. When 9 is subtracted from the number, which is 24, the result is 15, which is correct. So our answer A is equal to 24 is correct. Next question. 5 times a number is 45. Find the number. So let the number be y. 5y is equal to 45. So y is equal to 45 divided by 5, which is 9. Now let's check the answer. 5 times 9 is 45. Since this is correct, our answer is also correct. Next question. When 4 is subtracted from 3 times a number, it results in 17. Find the number. Here, let the number be m. 3 times the number becomes 3m. And when 4 is subtracted from it, we have 3m minus 4. This results in 17. So our equation is 3m minus 4 is equal to 17. On solving, we'll first move this minus 4 as plus 4. 3m is equal to 17 plus 4, which is 21. Now we'll move this 3 to the other side. Multiplication will become division. M is equal to 21 divided by 3, which is 7. Now we'll check the answer. 3 times the number minus 4 should be equal to 17. 3 times 7 minus 4 is equal to 17. 21 minus 4 equals 17, which is mathematically correct. So our solution is right. Now we'll move on to moderately difficult questions. The sum of 3 consecutive integers is 51. Find the integers. In this question, we have 3 unknown integers. So we will be tempted to have 3 variables x, y and z. But the key term here is this. Since they are consecutive, if we assume the first integer to be x, then the second integer will be 1 more than the first one, which is x plus 1. And the third integer will become x plus 2. And that means we have only one variable. Next, from our question, we know that the sum of these three integers is 51. So we can write x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 51. This is our equation. Combining the like terms, we have 3x plus 3 is equal to 51. 3x becomes 51 minus 3, which is 48. So x is equal to 48 divided by 3, and that is 16. This means our first integer is 16. So the other two becomes 17 and 18. On adding these three, we get 51. And that means our answer is correct. Next question. A rope is cut into two pieces. One piece is 5 meters longer than the other. The total length is 25 meters. Find the length of each piece. Let's assume the length of the first piece as A. Since one piece is 5 meters longer than the other, the second piece will be of length A plus 5. Next, the total length is 25 meters. That means A plus 5 is equal to 25. This is our equation. 2A plus 5 is equal to 25. 2A is equal to 25 minus 5, which is 20. So A is equal to 20 divided by 2, and that is 10. This value is the length of the first piece only. We also need to find the length of the second piece, which is A plus 5, and that is 15 meters. Now we'll check if the total length is 25 meters. 10 plus 15 is 25. So our answer is correct. Next question. The cost of a pen is 5 rupees more than twice the cost of a pencil. If the pen costs 15 rupees, find the cost of the pencil. Here, since we are asked to find the cost of the pencil, let's assume the cost of the pencil to be A. Twice this cost will be 2A, and 5 rupees more than twice the cost becomes 2A plus 5. This is the cost of the pen. Now we know that the pen costs 15 rupees. So 2A plus 5 is equal to 15 is our equation. So 2A is 15 minus 5, which is 10. So A is equal to 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Let's check the answer. Cost of our pencil is 5 rupees. Twice this cost is 10 rupees. And 5 rupees more than this becomes 15 rupees, which is the cost of the pen. That means our answer is correct. With that, we'll move on to slightly more difficult questions. The length of a rectangle is 4 centimeters more than its width. If the perimeter is 40 centimeters, find the dimensions. Let the length of the rectangle be L. We know that the length is 4 centimeters more than the width. So the width of the rectangle will be L minus 4. We have the perimeter given. Perimeter of a rectangle twice the sum of length and width. So we have 2 into L plus L minus 4 is equal to 40. 2 into 2L minus 4 is equal to 40. Dividing both the sides by 2, we have 2L minus 4 is equal to 20. So 2L is equal to 20 plus 4, which is 24. And L becomes 24 by 2, which is 12. So if the length of the rectangle is 12 centimeters, then the width is 12 minus 4, which is 8 centimeters. To check our answer, let's calculate the perimeter. 2 into 12 plus 8, which is 2 into 20, and that is 40 centimeters. So this solution is correct. Next question. A number when increased by 20% results in 60. Find the original number. Let the number be x. Now 20% of this number will be x into 20 by 100, which is x by 5. Now when the number is increased by 20%, we need to add the 20% to the original number. So x plus x by 5 is equal to 60. Here we cannot move this denominator 5 unless it's a common denominator. So simplifying the left hand side, we have 5x plus x divided by 5. This is equal to 60. Now you can move this 5 to the other side. What we have is 6x is equal to 60 into 5, which is 300. So x is equal to 300 divided by 6, which is 50. Now to check the answer, we'll add 50 plus 20% of 50. That gives us 50 plus 10, which is 60. So again, our solution is correct. Next question. The present age of a mother is 3 times her daughter's age. After 6 years, the mother's age will be 42. Find their present ages. First, let's assign one of the ages to a variable. So let's say the present age of the daughter be D. Since at present the mother is 3 times her daughter's age, we can say that the present age of the mother will be 3D. After 6 years, the age of the mother will become 3D plus 6. From the question, we know that this value is 42. So our equation becomes 3D plus 6 is equal to 42. So 3D is equal to 36 and D is equal to 36 divided by 3, which is 12. So the age of the daughter at present is 12 and the age of the mother becomes 3 into D, which is 36. And if you calculate after 6 years, the mother's age would become 42. So our answer is correct.